Here at Native Music Enthusiasts, we love the Native American wood flute, and we love creating compositions that 1. Help you build skills, 2. Increase your musical toolkit, and 3. Help you improve as a player. If you're interested in learning new techniques and new tricks that perform better, as well as seeing new compositions, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get all of our videos in your home feed as soon as possible. Thanks for checking us out. Hi, I'm Enoch Chapman, and this is my etude number 17 for the Native American wood flute, focusing on the lower hand, entitled G-abba Cab-bage. If you want to stick around at the end of the performance, I'll talk about some teaching instructions that might make this piece a little bit better, but for now, please enjoy this work. Thanks for watching our performance preview. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up to show us your support. Plus, subscribe to our channel and that will get our videos into your home feed as soon as they come online. Now, on to the performance notes. Okay, so for performers, this piece is it's a work of rhythmic understanding, but also a work of that half covering pitch of the B tone in the A flutes that we kind of introduced in the previous etude. If you're not familiar with that half covering, it's the idea that your fingers aren't covering up the entirety of the whole; they're actually only covering it up half. So you get a little bit different pitch than what you would with the standard bass. So that half covering now plays a lot more in this speed, in this kind of quickness of the 16th notes than it did in the past. And that's the trick here with this song, is trying to get that half covering, including that half covering, inside of the descending and the ascending passages of this song. So you end up, it's a finger dexterity thing. You really end up trying to build up your skill set more to be able to land that half covering quicker. And faster, instead of trying to encompass it inside of long tones that we were doing beforehand. This is now incorporating it inside of quicker tones, so you're getting used to putting that half covering down on faster things, faster passages, so that you can express things a little bit easier. The other big thing with this song is there's a lot of rhythmic syncopation inside of it. We're playing with 16th notes all over the place, so it is a counting exercise. You have to look at the music and count it out. I highly recommend don't starting at 72, starting at a lower speed and then building up, so you can get the rhythmic side done correctly and you can get this half tone side done correctly. You'll be amazed once you're able to play through this as 72 beat per measure idea where your skills are, how confident you'll be able to feel at being able to understand, one, rhythmic side of things, but two, where that half covering can come into play and how you can utilize that inside your own expressions. So half coverings and rhythm, those are the big things with this kind of piece, is to make sure that those ideas are there so that you can, perform not just this work, but whatever you want to perform as well, to the best of your abilities. So we're introducing this new tone, a B tone on the A flute. And this B tone is really tricky because it is that half covering idea and that half covering concept, only covering up half the hole in the flute. A lot of students will have difficulty with this concept, with this idea, because it is a very tricky pitch to understand. It's not as easy as some of the chromatics that we've introduced. It's not as easy as some of the other pitches of just the minor pentatonic scale, because your finger isn't on the entire hole. It's on this half hole, and that's where the trick really comes from, is trying to understand that half covering. So getting the right solid pitch, getting the right solid tone, that takes a lot of practice to allow them to find out what that position is. And here's the thing, every student plays it slightly different. Every student has a slightly different position of where they put their fingers for the half covering. It's not a universal. Every performer has that tiny sweet spot for them, and every flute has that tiny sweet spot for that flute. So it's kind of up to the performer, it's up to the flute, it's kind of up to understanding the instrument itself and how the other person, the performer, your student, is going to be playing it, that allows you to figure out that half covering is going to come from for them. So with that being said, this song is about introducing the half covering in a speed instead of a long tone. We've been using long tones to try to build up the endurance and skill idea of here's where the half coverings come from, but this song is about introducing half coverings in the world of speed, and that speed can emphasize the half coverings within quick 16th notes, da 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 da, or 16th note concepts, but it's also about kind of keeping that half covering sounding right as you're moving, as you're descending or ascending passage, so that it fills in the gaps properly. And that's the big thing with this song. The other big thing with this song that we're kind of introducing a little bit more is that 16th note rest. Now, we've seen this before in other places, but it's been very much a part of a pattern of a da 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 that is, you don't really kind of understand the 16th note rest. We're also introducing 16th note syncopations, which is a lot different too. So the idea of syncopations and rests comes into play. So you may want to work with your students on counting this out so that they can rhythmically understand it before they start performing it. Also, again, bringing the tempo down a lot so that they can catch up to it. So they're not starting at the 72, but they're starting at a much easier tempo for them to break into. I always go like 20 below and then work up by 4, which is an easy way for students to start being able to build up their skill set and adapt. So this one's very rhythmically heavy. It's also very intensified by the idea of the half tone. So it's trying to balance that out with your students to make sure that they can get through this piece properly by understanding, okay, cool, I can have that rhythmic idea, but I can also have that kind of half covering concept that I can work on as well. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up, because that's going to tell us what type of content that you really like. Also, if you want to see tips and tricks about how to play the Native American wood flute better, or watch more videos about new compositions that will help you increase your musical toolkit and help you improve as a performer, then subscribe to our channel, because that's going to get our videos into your home feed as soon as we release them. Finally, we couldn't do this without our Patreon community. It's with the support of our patrons that we're able to compose new works and create new content like this that gets out to people who are interested in learning about how to better play the Native American wood flute. We love the Native American wood flute, and we love being able to create new compositions to help people improve and get better. And it's because of people in our Patreon community that we're able to do that. If you want to learn more about our stuff on Patreon, visit patreon.com/native music enthusiasts to see what we're doing and see what we're trying to give back to people who want to help support us. Thank you again so much for watching this video, and we hope you learned something.